3, and the topic is loving relationships. First off, my definition of love is that love is a deliberate choice to commit a certain person, a certain thing, or a certain group of individuals to a specific or a special place in your life. For example, I would say that I love my family. I'm holding my family as a, over, certain people that are outside what I consider to be my family. Or I love the color blue. I'm holding this color over other colors for some particular reason. I'm choosing to hold this color over particular colors. From a sociological perspective as well, we also like to think in terms of what's best for the success of the group, or how do we help the group, or how do people contribute to keeping the group alive and making the group last. So on a micro level, we tend to want to stay in relationships. So relationships such as marriage. So love is a very rewarding and a powerful force, I would say, that keeps marriages and relationships going, or keeps groups going. So from a sociological perspective, love reassures that relationships will stay together longer, or groups will stay together longer and be more successful. Another On the micro level, another thing that love contributes to, or is used for, is to ensure that we grow up in a way that we can function with other people in our society the right way. Those who are deprived of love, as we saw in the videos of the Emotional Life episode, are not necessarily dysfunctional, but they tend to require special attention, or more attention, or unique attention. So for that reason, love helps us to grow up in a way that is normal, and in a way that is helpful for us to know how to interact with others that are around us. Um, Another thing that love impacts, or is used for, or is different in, is our social class. For example, we hold different weight to love on different social classes. So for us on the lower level, or for those on the lower level of social class, love is seen as more of a more necessary, because it keeps together those who are oftentimes in crises, or in things that are very difficult for them to handle, and those on the lower class tend to be in more abundant more abundant level of problems or issues, so they need that love to keep them going, or to reward them, or to replenish them from all the issues that are going on in their life. And so they hold a lot of importance to it. Those on the higher levels, who typically have fewer minor issues and are seen as powerful or successful, oftentimes don't hold a lot of weight to love, or see it as necessary, because they have a lot of things that they need taken care of, so they don't have that as big of a need as those on the lower class levels. Um, Love also changes on the micro level, and is changed by those things that happen on the macro level. Excuse me. Um, for instance, time frame. As the time changes and as laws changes, our views of love can change. For example, the woman, as it discussed in the text, the woman was sought marriage out only for reproduction, or technical purpose, and it wasn't necessarily for a emotional to supply an emotional need, or to find love, or things like that. It was for protection. It was for support. It was for stability. and it wasn't necessarily a thing that seemed as was seen as we see it today, as something that's rewarding or something that's fulfilling in an emotional way.